not a good excuse, because the thing is with Alex is he still exposes them devils, man.
Like I said, I did a video this week, man. Everything that Alex brought out on that show was on point, man. The statistics was on point. And there's nothing that Piers could say. Piers had his little his game card here, questions to ask him to invoke emotional reactions, but it wasn't working because he wasn't allowed to speak.
You know, whether Alex is an agent or not, personally, I don't know. He could just be a useful idiot. But the fact of the matter is, the fact that they let Alex Jones on CNN and he did that shit was number one on Twitter. Number one on Twitter.
I think Piers Morgan's ratings were going down.
His ratings went
up. Before this, you know, it's going down, so they must have got desperate, man.
So that shows you that there's going to be more people, like the brother said. On one hand, they're going to use that, they're trying to use it to say, oh, they're gun owners, but the thing is, there's not even that many people that are with them on that shit. A lot of Americans now are waking up to the fact that their government is tyrannical, man.
I mean, you know, that explains, you know, the jumping gun sales, man.
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
All the damn time, man.
They're running out and buying guns, man. Now, whether it's the same people buying guns, I don't know. Right? But for them to have Alex Jones on that show, they've just given Alex Jones more viewers. That whole movement, that's bringing that civil war, that martial law even closer. It didn't bring more people to the side of the government. That whole interview wouldn't have, if you see what I'm saying, that interview wouldn't have brought more people to the thinking of, like, anyone that thought before that the government should take the guns, they were gonna still stay in that. There wasn't no one that thought, oh, I need to have my gun, that after watching that interview said, oh no, maybe the government should take the guns. But I guarantee you there was people that thought, hold on, wait a minute, like, maybe we should keep our guns. I guarantee you more people went over to the Second Amendment from that interview, so it kind of backfired on man, because Alex went on there and he didn't play the game. A lot of people go on there and they get burnt on there by Piers Morgan. They get burnt. They get made to look dumb. He made Piers Morgan look dumb, because when he pulled out the hacking scandal, oh shit! Yeah, man, he killed him, man.
Hey, why aren't you in Britain?
Oh shit! I thought nah. And then he was all bringing out how the suicide pills and they're sponsored by them. Hey, he was breaking them guys down, man. Which ain't nothing wrong with that. You see, the truth cuts, man. The truth cuts. That's what I'm saying. How the hell did they let him fucking go on there? They must have thought they were gonna bring him on there and murk him. But he just went on there and murked them. He went super aggressive on that shit.
That's the thing. I'm not sure if he's brought on to make himself look like.
Yeah, but even if he made himself look like anything, yeah, that way is how you have to be. Personally, I think he did the exact right thing. Because if he went on there and stayed calm and collected, yeah, and all that shit, yeah, at the end of the day, Piers was gonna murk him. Piers was gonna murk him. He went on there, offered him out for a fight and all that shit, yeah. That was the best thing he could do, because that made it so controversial that so many people are gonna watch it and all that kind of shit, and they're gonna be with that. He backed his ass up on TV, and that needed to happen, man, because not enough people go on that. That Piers dude, every time I watch an interview with him, he takes the fucking piss, he twists shit and tries to make you look dumb. Alex murked his fucking ass, man. I'm glad that interview happened, because that interview is like Django. It's just moving America closer to that fucking cliff. That knife edge, man.
Meat grind.
Because I can guarantee you, because apparently he was supposed to have 3 segments, and they cut it short because they didn't expect it was gonna go down like that. They didn't know way did they expect he was gonna come on there and act, because he doesn't act like that on RT.
No, not on RT.
He doesn't act like that on RT. When he went on there, man, he went on some next shit, man. He wouldn't even let man speak. And then he started talking about hacking scandals and all. He was setting the agenda for the dude hosting the interview is supposed to set the interview. Now what I want to see is if they're willing to do a debate between Piers Morgan and Alex Jones with a moderator. They will never do that. You know why? Because at the end of the day, it's true. When you got the truth, it's always gonna destroy lies. The truth will always destroy lies, man. That's why the men of the Lord will destroy Alex Jones. Because there's certain truths that Alex don't want to admit. Which we know he watches the Israelites and he throws out a couple of things now and again that he got from us. That's alright. We know he watches. But he still thinks he could save America. But Alex, you know that the white man is the devil. Stop lying to yourself, man. Don't lie. Your wife is the devil, okay? She's a so-called Jew. She's going down, okay? Apparently. That's all they say. His wife. I don't know if that's true. Because you got people that say different things. But the way he went on that show, I really couldn't believe it, man. I really couldn't fucking believe it that they allowed that to happen because they were doing good not doing that. They were doing good. Now they've kind of put themselves back a bit, man. Shouldn't have fucking done that. But it shows you them dudes are hypocrites because then they talk after they were talking about killing Alex Jones and all that shit. You know what I mean? So his ass might get whacked soon. You never know. Go and read that, Art.
Second Peter.
Well, like I said, I don't know whether he's an agent or not. You know, he could be an agent. He could not be. He could just be a fucking idiot and he stumbled on doing some shit and they allow him to do what he does because he doesn't cover. Because one thing Alex is smart on is he doesn't like to talk about the Jews. He will talk about the Rothschilds though, that's the thing. He will mention the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, but he don't really like to focus too much. But that's just probably him being smart at the same time. Because if he did talk about it, he'd be what? He would be gone.
No,
he'd be gone. He wouldn't even. They would shut him down so quick. You know. Sometimes you have to be smart on the one hand and go about things a roundabout way. So I don't know either way, but hey, he gives me good information, man. He knows a lot more than a lot of you niggas know out there. A lot of you niggas would have went on there and got murked by Piers Morgan. he murked that guy, man. That was fucking beautiful. I watched that when I was at work and I was fucking laughing my head off, man. I said, damn. Hey, Piers, man. I don't know what you was thinking, man, letting this guy on the show. You fucked up. You should have got someone else, Jason Berman, Luke Podolsky or whatever his name is. Get someone, don't get Alex Jones on there like a bull going on there offering him to beat man up and shit. Talking about suicides and all that. Go and read on that.
In 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
The Lord ain't slacking, man. The Lord ain't slack. We're at the end of this thing, man. I always say that. We're at the end of this thing, man. How long you think this thing is gonna go on for, man? How long you think this white man's gonna fucking destroy this planet for, man? Come on, man. Your gig's up, man. Like The Rock said to CM Punk, 20 days time, the time is up. That's what the Most High gonna say to Esau, man. The time is up. You see, because in wrestling, CM Punk's been champion for like 400 and something days or something, over a year now. And man's like, look, all that doesn't matter. All you gotta think about, the number you got to think about is 20. Because in 20 days, your time is up. And you know, everyone knows that The Rock's gonna fuck him up. Hey, but that's you devils. Bring it to the real world. You devils, it don't matter if you've been rooting for 500 years. Your time is up. Your day is coming, man. Your days are numbered. And when that day comes, it's over. Okay? You got something there?
So what was in here, man? He had for a short time?
12.
Okay, this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12.
Yeah.
Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Go on.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath.
Right, like I said, man. Look. Let's be honest, man. If they come to take the guns, they're coming in hard. They're coming in hard. That's martial law. Mans are gonna be getting killed, okay? Them dudes are gonna come in trigger happy, they're gonna come in hard.
You know, like Alex is saying, man, if you come to get our guns, man, you know, it's war.
It's gonna have to be a war. And that's gonna be a terrible time. You see, because there's not only gonna be that going on, there's also gonna be economic collapse.
Yeah.
There's gonna be all hell breaking loose, and the government are gonna come in hard. They're gonna use predator drones. They're gonna use killer robots. They're gonna use biological weapons. They're gonna use laser weapons, man. This devil's gonna come down hard.
Great wrath.
That's what they're moving to do. They're gonna come down in great wrath on the civilians. That's why they don't want you to have no guns, because they're looking to come in hard. You people are playing games. They're making the power moves right now. They're pulling out all the stops. Don't be surprised if there's another mass shooting with more kids, because they want to do this, man.
Yeah. That's what the NDAA was all about, man.
They already got the NDA last year December. That seems like a short time ago.
Yeah, Patriot, all that, man. This is what it's all been for, man. All for this moment in time. Okay, because as soon as they come for the guns, you know, like Alex said, man, it's gonna be war out here, man.
And they're just gonna swoop you up.
And then you're terrorists, you're against the government, so you need to be gunned down.
That's it.
You know, indefinite detention, killed on sight, wherever it is, man.
Yep.
You know?
That's it.
Concentration camps, a lot.
That's it. They're gonna come into you niggas' houses, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna look for them guns there too.
Yep.
Okay? You know what I'm saying? But Jake ain't gonna give up them hardcore Jakes in Chicago, they ain't giving up their guns, man.
Yeah,
they're gonna shoot out. That's why it's gonna be a bloodbath, man. And it's gonna be terrible, man. It's gonna be terrible. See, America's getting closer and closer to that event, man. And like I said, that thing with Alex Jones was big. That was a big event that happened, because that was like the clash of two worlds. The Patriots versus the international bankers. That's what happened on that program, man. That thing happened big, I'm surprised that they allowed that to happen. See, that shows you now everything's coming out in the open now. This whole prison, truth movement is getting mainstream now. That's good. That means we're closer to that veil's getting lifted.
Yep.
See? Everyone's still reckon, okay, the American government, a bunch of devils. You know what I mean? False flag and all that. That's good. That's good for us. That's closer to your end.
No, the pure truth is that you're all a bunch of devils, man.
Yeah, even you patriots are a bunch of devils, man.
That's right.
Hey, but if Satan be divided against Satan,
that's it.
You know, it's a good thing for us, man. You got your champion Alex up there tearing into that motherfucker Pierce, man. Which he's a scum anyway. Pierce is a super scum. You could tell he's a child molester, man. You could look at him and tell he's a child molester, man. Shit.
It says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and
That's
of the
why
sea.
he's hanging around with Simon Cowell. Because you can look at Simon Cowell and definitely tell he's a fucking child molester, man. He's a super fucking child molester. Anyone you see hanging around with Simon Cowell, because he was on that program, Britain's Got Talent with him or something, innit? Or down or some next
So
shit.
he started his mainstream thing.
Scum.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Right, they're speeding up their agenda because they know that the Lord is going to return soon, because they see the men of the Lord waking up quick. See, we don't really know how fast the men of the Lord are waking up, but trust me, the elites know, because they're tracking everything. They're tracking the video views. They got that Google, because they got the Google analytics, so they know what people are searching for. They know what people search for. So they're seeing more and more people searching on Yahweh Shai. Who's this Yahweh Shai? Who's this Yahweh? Oh, Hebrew Israelite. The Dark Ages black. You know, they see, there's a lot of people searching for this kind of stuff. So they know. You know, projected numbers.
The trends, yeah.
The trends. Google Analytics, that's what it's there for. So they know that the men of the Lord are waking up quick. And If they can have Alex Jones on CNN, then what's next? Elder Tahar? I'm being serious, man.
Yeah,
It's
they
not
can.
like Alex Jones ain't been on